Have you ever noticed how the most powerful people don't shout? They don't need to. Their silence, their stillness is a weapon. They move through the world not by being the loudest, but by understanding the hidden mechanics of the human mind. What if I told you that the very things you believe make you weak, your fears, your desire for approval, your need for fairness, are the exact levers others use to control you? And what if you could learn to see these levers, not to manipulate others, but to make yourself immune to manipulation forever? You are about to learn secrets that society prefers to keep buried. The world isn't a stage for grand virtues, it's an arena. Niccolo Machiavelli understood this centuries ago. He wrote, "It is better to be feared than loved if you cannot be both." We dismiss this as cynical, but what if it's simply a brutal acknowledgement of human nature? We are driven by two primal forces, fear and desire. Most people spend their lives reacting to these forces, like puppets on strings they can't even see. They fear judgment, so they conform. They desire acceptance, so they compromise their own values. They are predictable, and therefore they are controllable. To become unstoppable, you must first stop being predictable. You must learn to master your own inner chaos before you can navigate the chaos of the world. Let's talk about the halo effect. It's a cognitive bias where our impression of someone in one area influences our feelings about them in other, unrelated areas. See someone who is physically attractive, and you subconsciously assume they are also intelligent, kind, and trustworthy. This isn't a conscious decision, it's a mental shortcut, an evolutionary glitch in our programming. Now, imagine a person who consciously crafts this halo. They dress impeccably, they speak with measured confidence, they master the art of appearing virtuous and competent. They aren't necessarily any of those things, but perception becomes reality. They get the promotion, they win the trust, they are given the benefit of the doubt, all because they understood that people don't judge the substance, they judge the surface. They don't react to who you are. They react to who they perceive you to be. This isn't about deception. It's about understanding the rules of a game you are already playing, whether you know it or not. Now consider its dark twin, the reverse halo effect. One mistake, one perceived flaw, and suddenly everything you do is seen through a lens of negativity. This is the mechanism behind social shaming and cancel culture. A single misstep, real or imagined, is used to invalidate a person's entire existence. Why is this so effective? Because it feeds our primal need for moral superiority. By judging someone else, we affirm our own righteousness. We signal to the tribe that we are on the right side. Think about the last time you saw a public figure fall from grace. Did you feel a quiet sense of satisfaction? That feeling, that cold little spark of moral vindication, is the fuel that powers the mob. The unstoppable individual understands this. They don't play the game of seeking approval or fearing judgment. They know that both are two sides of the same counterfeit coin. The philosopher Friedrich Nietzsche wrote, "He who fights with monsters should look to it that he himself does not become a monster." And if you gaze long enough into an abyss, the abyss will gaze back into you. This is the great paradox of power. In your quest to understand the darkness in others, you will inevitably confront the darkness within yourself. The temptation to use these psychological tools for your own gain, to manipulate, to control, is immense. It is the whisper of the abyss. But true power isn't about controlling others. It is about absolute self-mastery. It is about gazing into that abyss and not flinching. It's about recognizing the monster within and choosing not to feed it. To be unstoppable is not to be a predator, but to be the one animal in the jungle that no predator dares to hunt. Repeat this affirmation. Feel it in your bones. I am the observer, not the participant in others' games. Type it in the comments to claim this power. Imagine a young executive, let's call him Alex. He was brilliant, hard-working, but consistently overlooked. He believed in fairness, in letting his work speak for itself. His rival, Mark, was different. Mark wasn't more talented, but he understood people. He would subtly praise the boss's ideas in meetings, making them feel like his own. He would use strategic vulnerability, sharing a minor calculated mistake to appear more human and trustworthy. He built a halo of competence and loyalty. Alex saw this as office politics, something beneath him. He was waiting for a just world to reward him. He was waiting for a game that did not exist. One day, during a critical project, Mark made a significant error, but his carefully constructed halo protected him. The leadership saw it as a one-time slip from an otherwise stellar performer. A few weeks later, when Alex made a much smaller mistake, it was seen as proof of his incompetence, the reverse halo effect in action. He was let go. Alex lost not because he was bad at his job, but because he was ignorant of the psychological battlefield he was on. He refused to see the abyss, and so it consumed him. And here is the twist that changes everything. You have been listening, judging these characters. You felt for Alex. You felt a certain disdain for Mark. You saw his tactics as manipulative, as dark. But ask yourself this. Have you ever adjusted your tone to make your boss feel more comfortable? Have you ever exaggerated a story to make yourself look better? Have you ever stayed silent when you disagreed, simply to keep the peace? You are not Alex, you are not Mark, you are both. We all carry both the victim and the manipulator within us. We all navigate the world using these tools, whether consciously or not. The only difference is the degree of awareness. The illusion isn't the game itself. The illusion is believing you aren't playing. To become unstoppable is to finally admit you are on the board, holding the pieces. The only question is, will you play with intention, or will you continue to be played? Affirm this now. I see the game, and I choose my own moves. Let the world know by typing it below. Machiavelli said, "The lion cannot protect himself from traps, and the fox cannot defend himself from wolves. One must therefore be a fox to recognize the traps, and a lion to frighten the wolves." Most people try to be one or the other. They are either the naive lion, charging ahead with brute force and honesty, only to be caught in a subtle trap, or they are the timid fox, clever but too weak to confront a direct threat. To be unstoppable, you must be both. You need the fox's cunning to see the hidden motives, the social traps, the psychological games being played around you. You need the lion's strength to hold your ground, to set boundaries, and to act with decisive force when necessary. It is this synthesis of perception and power, of awareness and action, that creates an unbreakable will. You stop reacting to the world and start making the world react to you. So as we conclude, let's discard the comforting lies. The world is not fair, people are not rational, your virtue will not protect you. These are not pessimistic statements. They are liberating truths. They free you from the weight of naive expectations. They hand you the keys to your own psychological kingdom. The power you've been seeking isn't in a secret technique or a clever trick. It's been inside you all along, dormant, waiting for you to see the world as it is, not as you wish it to be. The ultimate power is not changing the world, but ensuring the world can no longer change you against your will. The final affirmation is this: my will is my own. Say it, believe it, and watch as the chains you never knew you were wearing simply fall away. You have gazed into the abyss today. You've seen the hidden wiring of power and influence. The real question is not what you will do with this knowledge. The real question is, what will this knowledge do to you? The unstoppable person doesn't seek answers from others. They become the question themselves. You didn't just watch a video, you just woke up. Thank you for joining this exploration. If these ideas resonated with you, subscribe and follow for more journeys into the heart of human nature. Your perspective will never be the same again.